Yep. We'll start with Brandon. Go ahead and talk for me.
Hello.
Are you sure you're gonna survive?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't die. I'm the DM.
Alrighty.
That's
Let's
what
see.
you think.
Tyler, go ahead and talk for me.
I feel something
bandwidth.
coming out of my screen.
Huh?
It's the foot that's going to kick me in the face.
Oh.
Alrighty. Angelo, go on ahead.
Hi, welcome back, everybody. Is this being recorded?
Yes.
No. Yes? Yes,
Yes.
okay.
Is
it's
this
being
on?
recorded.
Is this on?
Is this on? Last time during Backyard Baseball League. I
Alrighty,
started playing
Mahal,
the
go ahead and
league.
talk for me.
Okay. I couldn't even tell the fans that I was up 30-0.
Hello.
You were up 121-1. That's crazy.
Oh,
Is that a good score or a bad score?
Well,
I don't know. Wait, were you at 121?
Yeah, I was.
Word. Real shit.
That is pretty hard.
Thank
that
you.
goes hard. I will
That goes
screenshot.
hard.
Okay, am I good?
Yeah, you're all good. Aura, go ahead and talk for me.
I have been fighting with this fucking PC for 7 hours and it still doesn't work.
Alrighty.
What's wrong with it?
It's only recognizing one of my SDs as being real because it recognizes them in Device Manager but not in Disk Management. And in Explorer, it only shows my first one.
Have you tried doing a jab and like an uppercut combo?
I'm going to throw you out a window.
Put it in rice.
I mean, I know you know computers already and everything, but I have no comment. Anthony might know something though.
I'm just
Anthony
reinstalling
might.
Windows and loading a different save and hoping that works.
Speaking of Anthony,
I'm gonna fight with it.
no, I'm gonna send him a post.
But yeah, I got my audio checks all going, so we're good on that.
How's everybody's week going? You okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, sorry I was not here for like an hour. My bad.
It's
a bit
bad.
late.
I'm gonna be real with you. Most people were not here.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to say it,
I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it honest.
and I wouldn't have known.
I'm just keeping it real here.
For real.
Keeping it real.
Just
Keeping
keep
it
it
real.
real. I'm saying this so that way you don't feel alone. God damn.
DM,
And
DM.
yeah.
I died 50 years ago. You have to let me go. Go.
Not the echo effect.
All right. Each take 179 damage.
Oh, that's not what I meant, but
Congratulations. That's what happens.
Goodbye.
that's what happens when you test the DM.
It's true.
It's time. It's time.
Is it? It is. No mind games.
Might be. Anyways, last session, you all left off as completely different individuals. As you all took control of the B team, taking down the blight bulb from the inside and stopping the maelstrom that was building over Renus.
The flesh maelstrom.
The flesh maelstrom. Yeah. It was really goopy, really weird, and also very confusing, especially to a new robot who was given new life and immediately thrown at the most dangerous aspect of the world to date. Happens.
Sometimes you're born and then you're just thrown into danger.
Anyways, the completion of their mission and rescuing of Kona, the blight bulb fucking exploded. And as it blew to pieces, the Chimera crew watched off in the distance as they saw the thing collapse. After seeing their spoils from battle and finding a hole in the ground
I just
made
thought of
within
a cool
flesh,
crew name, unrelated.
they hopped in the hole.
I'll say it after.
Okay.
After diving in, the crew ended up discovering what seemed like an entire inside land of flesh. As under the grounds of Uranus, it seemed like there was a slumbering creature with an ecosystem inside. An ecosystem where grasses, moss, even plants were growing inside. As it seemed a full creature of sort had not yet decayed, but laid within the floors of Uranus. And as the crew ventured on, with something pulling Aura, they ended up face to face with a small civilization. A village made up of bone, looks like marrow, as well as cobbled together wood. A place that looks like these people call home. As the crew was noticed, and the group was promptly alerted. As you all see, there is a swift response. As a villager runs within the walls, yelling Draconic. As Aura, you hear a faint shout of intruders!
Intruder alert.
As you see what look like soldiers clad in this scale armor come marching out of exactly where you entered. What would you guys like to do?
Interesting.
I'd like to do the DM.
Wishes?
I don't know.
You do.
You're not able to do
Do.
within the location you are in.
Anyways, what I was saying earlier, guys, don't hate me for this.
Oh God, what?
But what if we were called, you know, like our ship is called the Chimera?
Mm-hmm.
We could be called My Chimerical Romance.
Oh my god.
I'm kicking him from the Discord.
No, I agree.
No, that's hilarious.
It's really funny. I must say.
Shit.
Holy shit, he's done it.
Holy
Really good.
That's perfect for a band. Write it down.
Like, obviously, that's the B teams. Like, that's what they're called.
Oh
Obviously.
crap. Oh crap.
Miracle romance. Anyway, Aura, these are your people. Go ahead and talk to them. Huh?
Your
Or
people.
we'll just approach with our hands up.
Emphasis on people.
Well, yeah, they speak Draconic, so like I don't speak that.
Yeah.
All right. The soldiers marching at you guys seem to move swiftly and very quickly make their decision as they quickly surround all of you if you're choosing to just be behind Aura.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Rosalee's mainly gonna kind of follow Aura's lead on this one.
Okay.
Maybe try to say something along the lines of like, friends, peaceful.
There's immediately a soldier behind you, Rosalee, and does a 24 hit.
Yeah. Damn.
You see, he jabs the pole into your back and kicks out your knees to drop into the floor.
I'm
What
already
the
short
crap?
enough, damn.
I was about to say that, like,
I can't get any shorter. Bobert, no.
And you're going to take 3 bludgeoning damage.
oh,
Fucking
no,
ow.
kneecap is.
These guys are attacking us.
It doesn't hurt much, but it hurts my pride.
Oh,
And you hear, as he shouts out, "Allah!" And Aura, you hear a heal.
Do you say heal or kneel?
Neil, probably.
Heal.
Oh, heal?
Heal. Yeah, Aura stops in her tracks.
I was standing still. I didn't even walk.
could somebody put Rosalee in the stroller, please?
And stroller, you guys see as behind them, behind the ones that are basically marching to surround you in a full circle, as they open up the circle to their one spot that leads straight towards the town, as a slow walking individual who seems to carry themselves a bit higher than the others. And you see
Lechaya. So high.
Anyway.
God, I didn't take my time to fucking lock in.
You should have slept. You should have just slept in, DM. That's what I was
He
saying.
did sleep in, that's why.
You slept in for longer.
This is
You
crazy.
see a basically looks like a very tall, possibly elvish. No, he has the long ears.
Elvis?
Elvis.
Elvis.
Elvish.
Whoa, mama.
Oh, mama.
I fucking can't.
Sorry.
He has the long ears and depictions, and almost the holding themselves to a higher standard of a high class elf that you would think. But you see these scales run down the side of his face, all the way down below his armor.
Well, that's definitely a full-on dragon.
And you see as his eyes slit with almost a murderous intent you can feel in yourself. Who are you?
This is in
Who
common.
is you?
And how did you enter this place? As all of you basically hear a mix of snarls and gargling, as Aura, you see this person is speaking Draconic
Yep.
within a very vitriolic tense.
Yes.
Looks like he's waiting for any reason to kill.
Uh,
My name is Aura Silvertongue. And these are my companions. As to how we got here, there was an opening in the grounds that led to wherever this is. One of my friends was taken. Down this way. I mean you all no harm. I just want to leave with him.
No opening in the ground.
At a temple.
This is holy lands.
Holy moly.
I assume you a trespasser upon those holy lands.
I am beholden to no god.
I speak not of gods. Simply an origin. For we are the kin of Katra. the last of her kind. And you see as his eyes get brighter and his pupils dilate slightly. As Aura, you feel an odd searching over you. Some sort of arcane scanning. As you see they return to his original slit pupil.
Or his scales kind of bristle at the feeling.
You are kin.
Kindred spirit.
I know not who my kin are.
You know now. As you see, he reaches up his hand and all of them retract their pikes from attacking you all and holding you guys down. Welcome to your home. The last of it. And you see he gives off a kind of a directional wave towards the town as he steps to the side, and all of them step to the side and give you basically a walkway to town.
The rest of the party, these two snarled at each other for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden they step aside.
Basically, fucking Rosalee was like literally down on her knees and just kind of like looking between the two of them, and like I think wanted to kind of like pipe
Sounded
up
like they
like
wanted to bite each other's throats out, but that's just how they talk.
It's like dogs snapping.
It's a guttural language.
yeah.
Yep.
Rosalee just sitting there like, so are we gonna die or what's happening?
They're letting us in. Just don't do anything stupid.
Well, you don't have to tell me that.
That wasn't directed towards you. And she looks straight at Yesh.
No, it seems like a deal.
Rosalee's gonna follow closely to Aura.
Yeshua is not even facing them.
He's like facing the out, like the doorway out.
What is that? Is Yesha turned around?
He didn't spawn in correctly, so you have to give him some time.
I pulled the bunny by the ears and we walk, I guess.
Thank you, Bobert.
Thank you, Bobert.
Right a minute.
All right. You guys make your way towards the village as you see the guy that's walking with you, Aura.
Yep.
This taller, he looks fairly slender, a tall, kind of elvish features, but he is very much almost like he's suppressing a stronger draconic presence.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel a kind of almost like when your fists are shaking because you're holding back rage.
Fun.
He feels tense, but as he's walking, he looks down to you. You can call me Gladok.
What a...
I'm the last Quellbroth of my kind.
Whoa.
Is he speaking common now, or is he still in Spanish?
And you see he is speaking common.
Oh, okay.
As he looks to all of you. If you saw these companions, they are welcome as well. As long as you follow our rules.
Of course.
Well, what are those rules?
You will come to know them in time.
Rule number 1. Have fun.
Hey,
That is
number
not a rule.
15.
I don't think that's a
Burger
rule.
King foot lettuce.
Lettuce.
The last thing you would want to see in your Burger King burger.
Burger.
Someone else's foot
Somebody else's foot
fungus.
fungus.
The last thing you want to
We're going
see.
chicken.
The last thing you want to see in your dragon
When you
King is
were
unquellable
talking in like a raspy voice, that's all I could think about.
But as it
I said-
turns
I said-
out, that might be what you get.
I sent RDM a meme that was like a German dub of the Justice for Gotham.
Oh my god.
Go chicken. It was really good. Okay, that's all.
Anyway.
Back to storytelling.
I fucking love German memes. Okay.
Anyway.
As you guys are walking through, you see a closer up view of this village as you see the moss that kind of grows along the walls, kind of rides along the floor, and it kind of creates this grassy opening as the kind of rocky flesh comes to an end. It feels a lot more familiar to walk on, a lot more comfortable.
Rock's very comfortable.
I mean, well, it's moss now.
Moss,
I eat that shit.
very
True.
good.
Nom, 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 nom.
Honestly, looks very edible, looks very nutritious. And as you guys are walking through, you can see fields are even kind of growing within the town. Small hills where seems like flowers, plants are even growing. A lot of life seems to be preserved within this body. And as you guys are walking through, you see Gladek turns to you all, and you see he slams down this large adorned spear in his hands. And you see it has things like flowers, it has vines growing on it, moss. Looks like a lot of random crap. And you look at the rest of their weapons, and ranging from scimitars to spears to swords, they're all very old. Very, I wouldn't say rusted, but they're very weathered. And they're all adorned in their own varieties of flowers and twigs and different things. It kind of looks like a disorganized mess a bit, but don't know what it's about. And as he slams his pike into the ground, he turns to you all. The newcomers are welcome. They bring kin. As you see, he lets off almost like a roar in the guttural part of his throat. And like a horn, almost all town members leave their homes and peek out and poke out of windows and come out of doors where they were doing work, and they stop and they all look out to the middle quad where they stare at you, Aura. As they all begin to leave their homes and all carry certain things. And as some older folks seem to come out with baskets that have some sort of weird fruit in them, some of them come out with bags that seem to carry some sort of weird material, something scale-like. And they all seem to be trying to give you different gifts and items as they all clamor over each other and just mutter, "Welcome, welcome, home, you're home, welcome."
Aura does her best to politely decline the gifts.
You see they barely take no for an answer.
Yeah.
They even push some of the crew out of the way.
Yeah, go figure.
As for the crew, you see some of the younger folks that seem... they look like young humanoids, but they also have those facial features that stick out to you as something arcanely different. But they notice you guys, and they're almost poking you as they're wondering what these different weird creatures are like, and how you speak, and how you think, and if you're like animal companions, as they're kind of whispering themselves.
I'm assuming it's all on Draconic, so we don't understand a damn thing.
Yeah, that's what you hear, Aura, but you see these kids are just like all over them, making weird comments and stuff.
Rosalee's getting poked and prodded at, and she's like, "This might as well happen. This is normal for me."
Poking prodded, this is normal.
She's just occasionally being like, "Hello, hi," like just saying hi to him, just politely.
Yeah, Yeshua sees Rosalee and he's thinking, "Oh my gosh, they think that Rosalee's a kid." Just like them. Oh my goodness.
You catch a cold glare from Rosalee that chills you to the bone.
And Bobert, being the peepaw that he is, swats their hands away like flies.
Yeah, you see they're slowly hovering and approaching, and like your goblin ears, and then they get smacked away, and then they slowly hover back. Erin, you see they're kind of slowly hovering towards all your items.
They want to steal something.
Little kleptos.
They look just automatically curious.
Probably staring at the crystals
Automatically
around their head.
thieves.
Looking at all the crystals floating around. But yes, you guys are being poked and prodded. And as this goes on...
We are an exhibit. We are a zoo, a walking zoo.
We are the entire circus.
You see Gladdock walks up to you, Aura. Is the person you are searching for present?
Not that I can see. Aura will make a minor illusion of Kona next to her.
Another outsider.
He's the closest thing I have to a brother.
King.
Ken.
Did you have any variation on location where he might be?
No. I just knew he was here. Do I still feel that feeling?
You feel that feeling almost stronger.
Can I tell where it's coming from?
You feel like you're being pulled towards this tunnel it's to the west of you. That's just out of the village. But it's around this back area where it seems like the village is closed off to. It's right behind the leader, Gladdock. It's this opening. It's a large cave opening.
Yeah.
It almost seems to get infinitely dark within it as you look off. And as you're looking towards it, you see your vision is immediately taken over as you look towards it, by an old, hobbling man. You see this almost hunchbacked man who wears this big leathery cloak of what you can assume is some sort of skin from within this place.
Ew.
As you see, it's torn up. He's got these 2 different sized eyes. He's got a cane of bone that he walks on. And you see he immediately gets in your face and gives off a wide grin. You're here.
And you are?
As you see, he backs up immediately and then looks you up and down, kind of like picks up an arm and kind of looks at your musculature. Yes, I don't see it. But if she says it's true, I am Viker.
Aura.
Ah, but I knew that already. Or a silver. Silver of the tongue. Fantastic.
She just kind of look at him as he rambles.
A tiefling of red. A creature of curse.
Her scales ripple.
What a poor life you must have led.
Damn.
This all changes today, young one. And you see Gladdock immediately kind of grabs him by like the back leather of his cloth
The scruff.
and kind of picks him up and pulls him away. Do not mind him. He is mad.
I can tell.
There are rules to this place. Places we must not go. He has gone there.
And I need to
And
follow.
he should be in his cell. As you see, he looks him in the eyes, face to face, very close. As you see, Viker kind of drops back to the ground. Yes, sir, I'm returning to my cell right now. As you see, he kind of turns around, very, very resistingly, as he kind of waves around his bone staff in the air. And you see he walks back.
Hold on,
to-
he said,
He just
hold
said
on.
BRB. Hang on.
He needs to get water.
Oh, gotcha.
He got something in his throat, so he need to go get water.
Real. I'd have used liquor for that.
Whatever.
Or
I'm
Liquor.
drinking some cran raspberry vodka.
Oh, are you? How is it?
I like the raspberry one.
I am
The raspberry one's good.
no.
Let's try it.
You see the old man Viker heads back to this very open location in the village, and you see there are basically these bone cells that are very out in the open, very big, and they're almost like housing in a way. As he enters a cell and closes his door.
Not even locked.
Not even locked. He still has various days left on his sentence. He keeps venturing into the forbidden. And we all know, if you venture into the forbidden, you will go insane.
And that's where Kona went. I have to follow.
Then he is lost to you.
No.
None will
I see.
venture into those lands. You see, very recently, our leadership has crumbled. We were attacked by a deepening disease. It spread quickly and without discrimination. It killed most of our leadership. The one rule we had in place was to stay put. This is to protect our kind. Not just yourself. It was thought that this disease came from the inner forbidden land. So no one will be venturing there. And he's going to stare at you, Aura. And how you responded the first times was a stark no. Do you have that impression on your face? Because you see he's looking at you.
I will wait. And I will research. But I will find my brother.
Is that deception?
Nope.
Okay. There simply will not be a wait. If he is still within that lair, he is gone. And if he isn't dead, you would not want to see what he has become. As
You would want to be
kind
left
of
like that.
looks wistfully. There isn't much choice. We are short on resource, and even shorter on person. But now with you newcomers here, we have many more to rely on. As this is your home now, you will not be leaving.
And if I try?
You will have a just punishment. I simply can't allow anyone to leave here.
Is he saying all of this in
Yes.
common?
It's for the best of our kind.
Our kind.
Our kind.
She's gone.
Yeah, like Ariel said,
Is this all in common, or is this all in Draconic?
This is in Draconic.
All right, I'm
Oh,
dancing with a child, just ringing around the rosy with some children.
I'm trying to keep the children away from my earrings and my cigar.
Playing Duck Duck Goose with some kids. Having the childhood I never had.
So, make yourselves at home. And you see, he seems to swiftly rejoin his people as he turns his back. And almost in that same tense method, he marches off.
So what'd he say?
Can I insight that? When he says no one will be leaving. I want to see if he means that in like he believes this is the only way for them to stay safe, or if there's a deeper reason no one can leave.
Go ahead and roll.
Shit.
What was
What'd you
it?
get?
11.
Lovely.
From what you can tell in his tone and with how tense he is, there must be a reason why he's so heavy on this. It seems like he's simply doing the just following orders type of thing. With what he mentioned, he may not even be the leader of this group. They may have had some sort of leader that got killed off by a sort of disease, apparently. And it seems like he's locking everything down to prevent some sort of new spread of that. And also, if they've been hidden here this long, and with what you know about the outside world and its demonization of dragonkind, they probably want no record of anyone leaving this place, because that would be very bad for them.
Yep.
So it seems like he's genuine.
Yeah.
But a little too intense.
Okay.
And as you stand within the square, you see that same old man, Viker, within his chamber, I'll say. He kind of looks at you through the bone bars.
They're probably wide enough where you can walk through.
Probably. If he didn't have that hunch on his back, maybe. You see some like kids even run in and like squeeze through and kind of steal one of his books to tease him.
No.
It's so mean.
But he locks eyes with you, Aura, and he kind of like raises up an arm and with his hand kind of gives a gesture. Come.
Nora will approach.
And are you all headed there?
I mean, Bobert is.
I mean, Aura hasn't called anybody over, so like...
But also, she's just walking over to the
She's
crazy
just doing
guy's
stuff by
cave.
herself.
We're doing side quests. She doesn't want the rest of them getting swept up in this right now.
Okay.
Oh, we're already locked here.
I'm aware. You told everyone not to do something stupid, and she assumes in the place where they can understand nobody, they're gonna wait for their tour guide to come back before they go anywhere.
Anyway, duck.
Rosalee's just having a childhood dream.
She's running around. She's just playing. She's gonna be.
Rosalee,
so tired.
Yeah.
you are hitting heads for Duck Duck Goose. Is anyone else playing Duck Duck Goose with Rosalee and the kids?
I feel like Yesh
no,
probably would.
What? Yesh would win so much.
Yeah,
He would.
it's an
It's
unfair
just-
advantage. I feel like Yesh
Actually-
and Rosalie playing is an unfair advantage.
I think he would be very confused on the concept of the game. He'd be like, "Where's the duck? Where's the goose?"
Dog, it's you. You got that goose in you, dude.
But
Yesh, I've explained this at least 3 times.
I see no ducks or geese.
Anyway, what were we
Alright.
saying?
As you guys are playing that, you see crouched among the kids, who is just out of nowhere feels. There is this very slender, what looks like a tiefling. She's a pink tiefling with long hair, a few piercings and earrings as well. And you see she has this dress that kind of drapes down over her legs as she's crouched with them. She's got this huge grin on her face. And on her back is a pack and what looks like a lyre.
Okay.
Good Bard spotted.
And you see she's kind of under her breath, like, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me.
pick me.
Damn.
Alrighty, I guess I pick her.
So
Oh.
pick me.
Goose?
Pick me energy.
As soon as you tap her on the head, you see she pops up. Yes! And goes sprinting after you.
Oh my god.
Legitimate fear.
Rosalee does a 15 hit.
What the fuck?
Oh, what?
First off, no. Second off, what?
You see she comes barreling at you like a fucking rocket. And as soon as you're within reach, fucking jumps for it and completely fails. Whiffs it, goes flying into the square.
It's too high.
You see she flies into the square into kind of that big group of people that was handing a bunch of things to Aura. And you see she bumps into the older folks and immediately like starts saying something in Draconic over and over.
Don't
And
understand.
You see they're almost like reprimanding her. Gets hit over the head with like a bone staff. And you see she kind of comes back rubbing her head. You're a fast one.
Have to be.
Oh.
You're fairly quick yourself, though.
You guys are a fancy looking bunch.
I don't know about fancy looking, considering we just went through a fight, so we're probably dirty as shit.
Well, the dirty ones are usually the fun ones.
Uh-huh.
And you see she kind of looks at you guys really close. I've never seen creatures like you. Enticing. I could write something about this. Have you done anything fun recently? Anything specifically, how do you say it? Traumatic?
I mean, we've done quite a few things. We are
please
adventurers.
And you see immediately as you say that, she kind of leans back, does like the cross over her leg, and sits down on air.
Okay. Alright. And Rosalee kind of like turns to look at her, kind of entertaining a little bit, trying to think of like a story she probably would end up telling, like, I don't know, Lainey or, I can't remember the kobold's name. Ah, damn. I'm a bad mother. I'm a bad mom.
Was it like Bluey or something?
No, it was... It started with an A.
Alu.
Alu! It's Alu!
Oh, that's why I kept thinking of that. Okay.
Bluey!
His name's Bluey now.
Anyway, no, yeah, she's trying to think of something like a story she would tell to them, and then she thinks back to like one of their first adventures out on the sea all together. Well, kind of long ago now, we were in a storm out at sea on our ship in the water, and a huge serpent came out of the water.
Huge serpent, scandalous.
Thunder crashing, and in the silhouette of the light, we see a Naga breach. And she decides to tell the story with a little bit of flair, how they all defeated the Naga.
You see, as soon as you mention the Naga, she kind of leans in heavy. And as you are telling that, frame back to Aura and Bobert.
Yeah.
And possibly Aaron.
Where did Aaron going?
Where did Aaron going?
Wherever the wind takes me.
Is the wind taking you to
There is oddly wind in here.
And which way is the wind blowing?
The wind is blowing towards the cave that Aura keeps looking at.
Oh.
Will Aura kick my ass if I go that way?
Why?
Catches you.
I'm reconsidering following the wind then.
The wind also does lead towards the place where Aura's headed right now.
It's true.
Which isn't exactly out of town, but if you don't follow it too far, it doesn't
So
really
you're
matter.
following Aura.
So you go ahead and follow, find Aura as well. And Aura, you make it up to the prison cell that you see Biker is in. And you see he immediately haven't done this in a while. Am I speaking clearly? As you see, he speaks common.
She nods.
Ah, well, welcome to the village enthrall. We are a quaint people, and we have been quite hidden for a long time. It is how we keep safe. I know it might be quite aggressive. How Gladuk. But trust me, he is much more lover than fighter, as they say. They do still say that, right?
Mm-hmm. I can tell.
But hear me. The call you hear, the call you feel, it is true. It is one from deep within. And you must answer. She is calling you. In need of you. And you see soon behind you an older woman kind of walks up who was trying to give you things before.
Mm-hmm.
New girl, don't listen to him. He is out of his mind, that one. Yes, he tried to lead my boy down that cave once. Vicar, you bitch. I was simply showing him the tulips there, Teresa. You keep telling everyone that. The tulips are very rare. We very rarely see outside flowers grow within here. Just keep your eyes on him. And you see she turns around and walks back to the group, shunning him. It seems like everyone's ready to throw tomatoes at this guy.
Damn. So sad.
Anyways, we do not have much time. From what I understand, we have been bought more time. But more time is still not much. You must follow this. I will come with, if you allow.
Not yet.
Not yet.
There's still more I need to learn.
And you see as Biker kind of shivers for a second, as he kind of looks around and you see his eyes kind of dart wildly. Learning will not save your brother.
And neither will rushing in.
Right now, you need to follow. You need to follow your heart. This will save him.
Laura walks away.
Okay then. He will doom not only him, but us all. But us all! As you walk off, and his voice kind of echoes around a little. And you see one of the kids behind him steal another book. Hey! You get back here, you rascal! And you walk back, and Erin and Bobert, you did hear all that. All that was in common.
Yeah.
And Rosalee, as you're telling this story to this bard, it looks like, she pulls out her lyre, and you see she begins tuning, and ends up playing dramatic music behind your story. And as it goes on, you see you kind of start to pull a crowd of the kids around.
Yeah.
And even some of the adults, as it seems like they haven't heard a story from the outside.
Yeah.
And they are enthralled by it.
I would like to imagine, like, as she tells the story more and more and realizing that the more people are gathering around, she gets a little excited, and so she starts, like, I think at this point is whenever we were on the island with Deems, is what she's telling. And to kind of, like, get people enticed, she ends up, like, bringing herself lower and, like, basically sharing the part before the fight. And she brings herself lower as she, like, leans into one of the kids that are probably sitting in front of her. And once we thought he was actually dead, we saw movement. And this simple shell of a man ended up changing into a large giant tiger. Realizing that it's a dragon that he turned into, it's like, wait a minute. Wait.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Laura's gonna use minor illusion to morph her shadow into that of a tiger.
To a large giant
she'll-
tiger. And she, like, raises her hands above the kids to, like, spook them a little.
And you see they immediately jump back and go,
Or we'll sit down next to the girl with the lyre and join in with her pan flute.
And you even hear like a background of kind of drumming as you see this lady ends up playing some sort of rhythmic magical sounds as these spectral drums appear in the air.
And she'll probably end up stopping the story after Deems's the tiger is dead.
Deems the big ass tiger.
Deems the big ass tiger. The pseudo tiger. I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, this is way back. This is back on like Althalor Island.
Yeah, this was.
I think that was before you were here, Aaron. And they fought like this this pirate lord that had taken over an island, and he was a pirate who was a false dragon because of some sort of power he had.
Oh, so he was an imposter.
He was
Basically,
an imposter
he's
dragon.
a fake dragon. Dragon?
Yeah.
He was sus.
He was sus as hell.
But to end off the story, because she realizes that they're standing there now, and gets kind of embarrassed that she's, doing this flourish. But to end off the story for him, she ends up just relaying, like standing on a rock, very prideful and proud, with her sword pointing out. And that is how the silver tongue ended the silver eye. And she puts her sword back in her hilt.
And you see everyone cheers. Go ahead and roll performance with advantage for that.
Yippee!
And before the
said
Silverfoot
performance?
shows up to the scene,
That's
they weren't ready for that.
That's 22.
The silver foot. Yeah, they erupt into cheer. Even some of the adults that were working around and like carrying big things kind of drop and just immediately go to clapping. And after you take your kind of step off the quote unquote stage,
My rock.
rock.
you see this woman kind of gives a bow, and as she lets go of her lyre, it just kind of floats in midair. And she kind of gives off her, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I know, I'm amazing.
Anyway, was that enough of a story for you?
Oh, that was fantastic. And as she runs up to you, you see her lyre like follows behind. Oh, I haven't told a story like that in ages. Well, supplemented a story like that in ages.
Shifty eye, like, yeah, I was the one that said it, but okay.
Yes,
story that
but there's
we
something
told.
to presentation.
Yes, the music did help.
Oh, I know. I was fantastic, wasn't I?
You did very well. Better than some bards I've seen.
Oh,
Fantastic. I'm glad I
I wonder
cleared
what
your
that
bar.
could mean.
And you see she leans down and enthusiastically gives out an arm to shake your hand.
She goes in and she shakes it.
Ulrika Bombshell.
That is a
That is
crazy,
a crazy name.
Bombshell?
That's a great
Hailing
name.
from the who knows where, right around the nobody knows Isles. I've been stuck within this weird place for quite a while now. It's honestly doing terrible for my complexion.
Or plays the Zelda item get sound when she says her name.
Rosalee Whispermouse. It's nice to meet you.
Fantastic to meet you as well. Yeah, she looks like she's not even from this village. She looks like she must have gotten caught up in the "you're staying here forever"
Yeah.
too.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you as well. I ended up waking up here one day and, they kept me around because I'm a pretty face. I can also play music, but definitely the first one.
I guess a little music does help in a lively town, or not so lively town like this.
Yes, especially one, wherever the hell we are.
Oh, we're in the Mundit Sea, if that means anything to you.
Ooh,
Real.
Fair.
fantastic.
Trust me, we're also trying to get out.
Are you guys thinking of heading down the big tunnel exit? The one where they say never to go. As you see, she kind of whispers in your ear.
I mean, it's a possibility if that's the only way out.
I've been thinking it for weeks now, and from what I can tell, it seems like that's the only way out. If they're saying we can't go there, it's obviously because it's an exit.
Or it's fear of what can come from it.
And you see she's like stroking her very clean face. No beard at all.
I mean, especially after what we were fighting up there.
Or it's a ploy to keep us here because they want more performances for free. Well, I guess they do serve me food. That is quite kind.
So it's not quite
I'll have to
free then.
reevaluate this stance.
Yeah, you do that. And she'll like turn to see where Aura and them are.
And you see Aura is making her way back with Erin and Bobert in tow.
I thought Aura was during the
Well,
performance.
yeah, Aura was part of the performance.
Aura was part
Somewhere.
of the performance.
Yeah.
You're right. That is when you saw Aura
Yeah.
though, approaching you guys
Fair enough.
again. And she joined in.
Yeah, she's gonna make her way over to them then. Alrighty, what did you guys find out?
Aura's thinking.
Are you that speechless
Found
to the
out that-
story that I told, or what? You guys were there.
That
How are
dude's
you?
crazy and wants to leave.
You guys were there. I don't know why you're so surprised.
Some interesting liberties.
Well, I couldn't exactly say that that he was a dragon.
But he wasn't.
No, he wasn't, but it was still.
It's like saying you killed someone that did blackface. I think they'd enjoy it.
I mean, listen, I couldn't take those chances. Anyway, so what did you guys find out?
They don't want us to leave. Kona's deeper in, but he said it's off limits. He's scared someone will come and destroy this place if someone leaves.
Well, we can't really stay here forever. It's not an option. That being said, I think best course of action that we have for now is to rest up for a bit, if we can. Not for long, but enough to gather what we can. AKA like an hour or two.
Just say you want a short rest.
Yeah. Basically. Anyway,
Just a short one.
just so that way we can, get a better idea of how the town operates as far as patterns, the guard situation, if we have anybody, or if they have anybody guarding that exit.
Aura would have been eyeing it for the last little while. Has she seen anyone?
Aura, you have seen a kind of regular presence passing by and kind of staring off into it as well. But you see, it's almost like a resisting the urge to go against the word of the village leader. Almost everyone kind of gives that sort of response to it. So yes, there is some sort of guardship that routinely checks.
Yeah, go figure.
Did you gather anything else other than that, or?
Nothing of importance.
Alright then. We should see about possibly getting maybe some food in our bellies, and then work on trying to get out of here. Lick our wounds, as they say. And I don't remember when was the last time we had a short rest, because we went in here immediately.
Yep. We should recoup. And we need to leave.
And she kind of nods and, is looking around. And if we're, like, walking towards the direction, she'll kind of, like, lean over to you, Aura. So for a bard, how well did I do?
Not bad for a first time.
Not bad. All I get is a not bad?
You had an accompaniment. That's usually a bonus.
And you see
Spelling was good.
Ulrika kind of sneaks in and slithers as you mentioned bardship in general. I heard someone call me.
I didn't say your name.
And you see she kind of slides in between you and Aura. You played well.
Thank you. Had a lot of practice.
Are you from any schools? Any sort of practice? Or is it just a pastime?
Mostly a pastime.
I do so know pirates love to play as they travel. That is what you all are, after all.
I mean, if it wasn't obvious.
Yes, it wasn't accusatory. Simply a noticing.
Yes, pirate. Rolls down
Well.
sleeves.
If you are looking for an unnoticed exit, I know a spell that might help. Something that'll make it so the township won't even know you're gone.
That'd be appreciated.
You're planning on leaving too, aren't you?
Well, of course. Like I said, terrible on my complexion. But the humidity is starting to get to my hair. So, enjoy some cultural food, as well as some drinks. We'll get started by nightfall. Nighter fall.
It's
The
darker in the
glow.
cave.
Yeah, the glow on the ceiling goes out at a certain time. It's odd. I'm just assuming it runs on the same time frame. Is it nighttime outside?
Was it nighttime when we were fighting?
It was.
I
Yeah.
feel like it was.
It's EP.
Oh, gods, they're nocturnal. Ugh. That's why I felt terrible.
Alright, well, I
Either
guess
way,
we got time
By
to
the
wait.
time lights go out.
Mm-hmm.
Should be in just a few hours now. Oh, they love it when I play this one. And you see she kind of heads off. And it seems like there's this large table that comes out of a building that seems to go through this entire, like, street. And you see people are gathering there. It seems like there's this big group community eating. And it doesn't look like they're doing it for you. As weird as that sounds, it seems like this is just their
How they do it, yeah.
common time.
It's simply dinner time. Or lunchtime or
Enor.
Dan or
It's around dinner time. As you guys can tell, for your time, it would probably be around just the break of dawn.
Ugh. I've been up all night.
Yep.
That sucks.
You guys got some rest before the mission, but you've been up all night.
Oh.
Lord. Well, let's go ahead and go eat. Enjoy the cuisine.
Haven't eaten anything though, so.
What do they got, DM? What is on
What do they
As you guys join the table,
What's on the
and
buffet list?
slam your hands together and rub them around
Like a little fly.
flies waiting for a meal. You guys look down at the platter as immediately the smell hits your nose. It's foul.
Oh.
You
Is
see,
it foul for Bobert too?
Bobert, go ahead
Yeah.
and roll me a
Con?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, save. What do you
Yeah.
mean a save? Am I gonna die? Okay, that's 18
Did he take a
plus
bite
7.
already?
That's 18
Robert?
plus 7.
Damn!
Holy shit!
Yeah.
This whole, how did they get that aroma out of there?
POV
That's fantastic.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
POV
I get
your
it.
As you see
goblin.
rising from these weird green-looking mushrooms
Ugh.
that
Oh, hell yeah.
you remember kind of seeing on your walk here, as they were kind of growing in walls. And you see they give off this weird odor that smells a lot like fish.
That's why.
Oh.
And you
hell
see
yeah.
they've
Down.
almost sauteed them and doused them in this interesting spice that you can smell, and it just like adds this firecracker like pop at the very end of the smell for you. And you see people are just eating these raw. They're just slamming them down.
Including Bobert. Let's go.
Rosalee looks horrified.
And you see there are about like 3 huge basketfuls of these almost raspberry looking fruits, but you see they're glowing. And when you pick them up, you see they're hot to the touch. And they are hot, they kind of sizzle, but they don't burn you. And as soon as you throw them down, you see these are very spicy berries.
Do they have juice inside of them, DM? Because I
Oh,
want
they
to
have-
pour. I want to pour some of that juice on the fish mushroom thingy, and I want to eat it. Yeah. Hell yeah.
You see people are like literally already squishing their juices all over the mushrooms, and then they look at you, Bobert, and they go, ah?
Hell yeah.
They're speaking in words you don't understand, but you know the barrier is being crossed.
I understand this. Let's go.
You see they pat you on the back immediately.
I give him a thumbs up and keep eating.
You see there is also this sort of almost like vegetation. Looks like a pail of this vine like something, and it's been kind of boiled together like noodles, and it's like this weird veggie noodle. And you see as
Yes.
Vladek sits down right in front of you guys, and he kind of takes his seat, and then leans in. Ah, wonderful. That there's skeletal vine. It's very good for you.
What the crap?
That's
Lots
stuff.
of marrow.
The bowl full of that. She kind of like points to it.
Yes. We call it palok. It's essentially the fruit of the vine. Though it is not fruit or vine, it's bone.
Yeah, I might try a little.
You try a little,
How is it?
and you see it almost has the consistency of a stringier spinach
Oh.
and the length of a noodle.
Oh my god. What a choking
It doesn't taste
hazard.
too bad with
I
the
want some.
different flavors that they have mixed in.
I want
so good.
some.
Go ahead and have some.
Rosalie will
Yeah.
probably take a bowl and like just like one little scoop of it just to not be rude, hopefully, and just try.
Rosalee,
Very nervous, but like...
go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw as well.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's cocked. That's toe.
Rosalee, the consistency of that bone vine is not hitting. That shit is ass.
You see Rosalee, yeah. Well, you see probably Rosalee, like, you know, she gives a sweet, like, smile and then, like, swallows a little bit. You see her kind of go a little bit paler. Her ears kind of droop a little bit. And for a second, she just goes, It's good.
Here, kinship.
What?
Drink this to wash it down.
What is
As
that?
You see, drops down this big, looks like an entire mug carved out of bone. And you see, kind of sloshing inside of it, is this weird. It looks like it would be beer if beer was just green.
Oh.
Green beer? Sounds like something for Bobert.
That's something Yesh would make.
Yeshua, you are getting an idea.
Oh, no.
Actually, I don't use any artificial preservative dyes.
That's
in
why
my-
it would be green.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
that's
it's not
artificial.
dye. That's natural.
That's natural. Oh. She looks at it.
What do you use to make it? Bobert eyes.
Oh, they farted in that for sure.
No.
Yes, that's rude.
Oh, I'm
You see,
sorry.
the functions of our cave systems here, they have the fruit that bears, as you've seen, and you see points to the berries that are in the baskets.
Yeah.
These are what we call ember berries. These, mixed with some of the what we call chrysalis fungi that grow along the walls, as well as some of the lakes, with the waters mixed in, the acidity almost cancels out. It is a quite smooth beverage.
Rosalie.
And quite intoxicating.
Rosalie looks at it a little scared because she doesn't know what any of that means in regards to these people, considering how ass the fucking noodles were.
Here. And you see he pulls up the plate of the rest of the food that's there, and you see one of them is this beautiful, huge flower. And you see he pulls off a petal, and it looks like this petal almost jiggles. It is some sort of petals that hold some sort of liquid, like nutrients. And
Oh,
you
storage
see
leaf. Cool.
as he goes ahead and dips it in your drink and almost squeezes it as it pops out. And you see your drink immediately kind of sizzles at it. And then has a low, almost like you cracked open a can.
She has a pained smile now, still trying not to be rude, but she like
Makes it much better.
but she like takes the cup that's probably bigger than her and like takes a little sip.
And you see it turns
Very
from
shakily.
an acrid green to a kind of brightish pink.
She takes a sip very
So many
shakily.
fun colors.
She's concerned for her
Take a
health.
sip. And Rosalie, go ahead and roll one more Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
Yep.
that's another 9.
This is not for taste. This is for intoxication.
Oh no.
But still, how's it taste?
As Rosalie, it almost hits your head immediately. That is some strong liquor,
Stuff.
but it's good. it leaves kind of like a pineapple pain in your mouth to a degree, but
It's eating me.
it's very fruity.
This is totally stomach acid, isn't it? Just think about the fact that we're in a creature.
Oh. You're probably right. She kind of like, she kind of does like a double take for a second. It is really good. Why is it good? She looks at it.
And you see, yes, I know not either. He puts it down as well.
Can Yeshua slam his hands on the table and be like, I'll take 7 of these to go. Put it on my cruise tab.
On your cruise tab?
What?
There is no tab here. You can drink as much as you like.
Okay, I'll take all of this.
He just starts putting it in barrels.
Yeah.
You see they're just kind of running it out of a big building. And it seems like it's almost through these big doors that the building has opened. It's like a gigantic kitchen. It seems like they have this almost community-driven effort to make dinner. As you see, people are smiling as they bring out food. They look starving, and the people who cook as well are looking very ecstatic to have almost provided for their friends and family. And they love seeing you guys eat it as well, as they kind of, after they bring trays, they kind of sit there and wait for you guys to try.
Oh, Bobert's trying everything.
They're loving Bobert's reactions.
Rosalee is trying, very afraid.
You see a lot of the cooks eventually kind of hover away from Rosalee and kind of stare off at Bobert.
I feel like some of them will laugh at her, if anything, but like...
Yeah.
Are you trying some of the corpse food?
Why are we calling it corpse food? This
'Cause that's
creature's
what it
clearly
is.
Alive. No, it's very much alive. It's just food.
It's alive?
Yeah, I mean, the creature has a heartbeat. We saw it.
A lot of food
That makes it
is
worse.
corpse
That
when
makes
you
it so
think
much
about
worse.
it.
A lot
That
of
makes it so much worse.
Did you not hear me last session talking about how awful it is to have to walk into a living being? Come on.
I thought it was a joke!
No, Angel, I saw the heart beating. But oh well, I'm eating this delicious stuff and I don't care no more.
Rosalee's gonna throw up.
I'm eating this delicious stuff. I'm getting drunk as hell. I love this place.
I'm getting drunk. The only thing that'll make this place better is margaritas. Okay.
You see the guy sitting next to you kind of speaks random word gibberish and then ends it with margarita.
I don't like that question mark. DM, I need to make margaritas. Bobert drunkenly gets up. He goes to make margaritas. Nah.
God, Bobert's got to be proficient at that by now.
Yeah, he's gotta have proficiency, man. He makes them all the time. It's just margaritas.
It's just margaritas.
With my expertise in margaritas, I make many. Somehow.
Do you use the drink that I was drinking out of? Did you just make it frosted?
It's not the same.
Nah.
Same.
Bobert, you walk in that kitchen and you kind of almost like it's. God, I just watched the Lego movie. That's why that popped in my head.
Oh.
Almost like you're seeing all the materials that make a margarita and they're just like hovering towards you. You end up throwing together this crazy concoction that is
Hell yeah.
chilled and delicious. As you begin portioning out margaritas to the town, and
Oh, yeah.
they all take sips and cheer as they kind of cheers to you. You can assume. You're not sure what they're saying, but they love
They
it.
look happy.
Rosalee kind of thinks to herself, well, at the very least, at this point now, they're gonna sleep harder because they've had enough alcohol in their system.
And with that, you guys go ahead and take your short rest.
Yippee! And I'm intoxicated.
Bobert takes a nap.
Rosalee, I'll say you can pass the intoxication with a nice
but
rest.
that's so funny.
All right, never mind. It was a 9.
Yeah, it was I rolled a 2 on the die, DM.
Holy.
Damn.
Yeah, no, you're still drunk. I
Yeah.
thought you rolled a 9 on the die.
No, I rolled a 2, I have a +7. I rolled a 2
Wowee.
twice. Once
That
for
con
the
did nothing
noodles.
for you.
Once for the noodles and once for the drink.
1 for the money, 2 for the show.
That's left, right, left, right, left, right. Sorry. All right, and you guys take your rest, and as you wake up, you see Ulrika is kind of above you guys as you are sleeping in the cell that's just adjacent from Viker. As they said, that was the main available housing right now.
It's great.
Gladic explained that basically their homes are built around that framework anyways. So, well, they'll be building you a home around it in the morning.
Okay.
And as you guys slumber on the floors
Hold on,
and kind of
DM.
nestle up in this weird, almost fluffy leather that they have, Ulrika begins to play as you see the air in front of you almost has this pink haze to it. And as you all wake and hear the beautiful sounds of soft lyre and an even softer hum, the air weighs heavy as you look around and you see at the big dinner table and kind of on doorsteps at home, different buildings, people were drinking the night away, and it's almost like they fell unconscious right there.
Wow.
Oh.
As some are leaning on, windowsills, some on fence linings. They had a great night, and it came to an abrupt end as they all fell asleep.
That's how that usually happens. Well, guess we move on.
And you see, Ulrika joins you all, kind of knocking on your bone walls that you guys can literally just walk through, most of you at least. Are we ready to go?
Ready as I'll ever be.
I've had enough of bone noodles.
I don't blame you.
And you see as Viker kind of and then kind of looks at you guys across the way. Oh. And you see he opens his his cell door and kind of walks over. Ah, I see. You have slumbered them. This is smart. They will not remember anything in the morning regardless. And Rosalee, your bones are telling you right now it is the morning.
My bones are hurting.
Your bones are hurting.
Oh no.
Bone hurting juice.
Bone hurting juice. No.
I think we should get a move on then.
Ora, we don't have much time.
Or is already like looking over everyone to make sure they're functional, and she is going.
I am good
And
enough.
you all dart towards the hole in the wall. And as you make your way down in the tunnels, you end up passing through kind of what seems like this water that's running. And as you turn the corner, you see through a hole in the wall, there's water running on the opposite side, but it doesn't look like water. And Rosalee, you do notice that this does look eerily like the green of the drink.
Oh, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
And you close your eyes, cover your ears, and run past.
Holding Aura's tail as I run.
And you all follow behind as you see a pretty open room appears as you all head through. And Viker turns around as he enters the large room. And he looks at all of you. And you see he gets down on a knee. I welcome you all to the last throne of the Dragon Queen. As you see, he motions behind himself as the light in this room awakens in a way, as a pulse of some sort of arcane light runs through, and the room is dark again. And then the pulse runs through again, and you realize this is lining with the low heartbeat that you can feel. And as you look towards it, all of you, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, right.
Oh no.
Well,
Not wisdom.
Because I'm intoxicated, do I have anything?
Do I get advantage for being
Yeah,
a
he's
dragon?
got it.
Because I assume this is against a
You
dragon.
do get advantage.
Yippee.
Can I roll intelligence instead because it's higher?
Wisdom?
No.
Wisdom?
It's a
It's wisdom.
save.
18.
Oh, I got a 5.
Can you
What
not
if-
flash a genius it?
No, not with. I mean, I can, I guess, but it's a 5.
Flash of Genius only gives you an additional whatever
That's
amount.
only 3.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Anyway, did you say I have to do anything different because I'm drunk?
No, you just a straight up wisdom saving throw.
Okay, cool.
You
It's a
would get
fif-
disadvantage for it. But I'll say you can have a wisdom saving throw because Rosalee's weird.
All right.
Yeah.
She kind of locks in when she gets drunk.
It depends on what it is. All right. That being said, it's a mounted 20.
We.
Whoa.
Like I said.
That was weird.
Her inhibitions are
and
gone. She
you're
locks
still
in.
there?
Yep, I got an. I don't know if you heard me, but I got an 8.
Oh,
8. Gotcha.
Personally,
So
I think my 5 comes from Peepaw just waking up from his nap. So
yeah, and then immediately needing to run.
yeah.
Yeshua, what did you get?
oh, I got 26.
All right, Bobert and Irid. As you guys walk into this room, this pulsing through the walls, leading down to the back of the room, you see a large, pulsating object, almost as large as the wall. as you see with the pulsing lights that it gives off, you see a light blinks on it, and you see a large creature as an open maw reaches out of the darkness to devour you.
Oh. Not good.
Both of you are frightened
Oh, you're
and
scared.
cannot bear to look in this direction.
Shivering in your boots.
This is because I ate all of it. This is because I ate my body. No.
Bobert, what are you on about?
Oh shit, the maw.
The mom.
Rosalee, Rosalee, Aura, and Yeshua, you guys look towards the end of this room and you see a large, as big as the walls, beating heart that runs this arcane energy through the body. And as you do, the room begins to quake with a voice. You have finally arrived. As it almost leaves a wind behind it from no discernible direction. I have waited, and you have come. Now, Aura Silver Tongue, you must take hold of your fate. As you see Aura, this heart, as it beats and lights up, you see it almost flickering with the visible vestige of Kona. And then it flips back. And then it's Kona again, and then it flips back. You can feel your mind being messed with.
Let him go.
I apologize, young kin. You had to be deceived. As you see, the view of Kona is now gone. And it is just this heart. As it thumps. As it speaks. Your brother is not here. But I can tell you, he is safe. For now. Your friends have just received him. He's being tended to. In the grips of the Fae he was. But now no longer. In a way, at least. For one still grips him. The Witch of Envy, she now calls herself.
Is this in common?
This is all in common.
You see Rosalee's face drops.
Well, for you, Aura, this seems in Draconic. For you, Rosalee, this seems in whatever language is your closest.
Probably halfling then.
It seems like this thing is talking straight to your heart.
So yeah, probably halfling.
You're wondering how the fuck she knows Goblin, Bobert.
Am I hearing Sylvan then?
You are.
Oh my god.
They say the Witch of Envy and her face just kind of drops. Like, that bitch is still alive.
You are all being very closely worked against. And it seems I was another pawn in that scheme. It always seems like the world can't let the dead lie. I'm Kathra, the last Dragon Queen,
I got the last airbender.
and I have been felled long ago. It may be confusing to you, young creatures, but the fate of this world truly rests in your hands. The fate of your families, friends, of their futures. You must kill me.
What?
Oh.
As you guys see the entire room lights up with that arcane pulse, and the walls are crawling with corruption.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, that's somehow worse than the mall.
As it seems to beat faster. They want to control my corpse and rain hell on civilization. I've called you here, yet you have refused to answer, Aura. Why is this?
I just want my brother back.
It would seem my kin have forgotten their purpose. There is much more at stake than your brother, Kona. But I won't lie and say I don't understand. There is one I cared for much more than the world. The Witch of Envy's talons are deep within your brother now. She's nestled into his brain. It would seem she wants to leech off of something. Something else I sense within him. I don't know the purpose of their movements. The Fae are unpredictable creatures who were once not so dastardly. I think that you have bought me some more time in this plane. With the destruction of the blight that they had brought onto this land. It gave me just enough time to reach out. So I plead to you again. Kill me. As you can see the walls almost churn in pain for a second.
I don't know what will happen when you're gone.
life always persists, even in devastation. I have been gone for a millennia. What is left of me is simply pieces. I will warn. There are certain stipulations to killing a divine creature. As if booned, you will be tied to fate. Both of us will be intertwined. Your fate will be sealed. It is not an if, simply a when. I don't mean dying by any means. I mean the threat of immortality. It will not come fast. All of you have been touched by the divine. I will not ask where that originates. I know within your hearts there is a certain fated nobility. A certain fated heroism. As the threads touch you all, you even have one that manipulates those threads. Aura Silvertongue. If you kill me, you must gather the rest of me. The unstable potential of draconic magic will kill you. And it must go somewhere. So you must control the rest of it in order to save yourself. I am sorry, my child. But there wasn't much option. And as I see the threads of fate wrap around you so, I know that it will not kill you. Will you take this task? Know that you can always refuse. I would never force my kin.
Keep saying your kin.
Because you are. It was my curse that made you. A curse I placed on all of civilization for hunting dragonkind. The curse that created Tiefling. A curse that would keep our bloodline flowing for eternity. And in some, only some, draconic potential appears. That potential is in you, my child. Though I'm sure you know this already. And you hear the heart thump again as the walls churn. As this bellowing wind flows through.
Aura will walk forward and draw her sword.
Yes. Plunge it into my heart. And take your future. As you see the corruption begin to even creep in.
Aura will cut the veins around it. And then cut it down the middle.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Fantastic. What the hell does my sword even run? I usually use my claws. I felt a little too brutal for this. Ah, yes. I get sneak attack.
That's actually kind of hilarious.
21 slashing.
Aura, as you plunge your sword in after making your slashes and drag downwards, as you cut it straight through the middle, you see this heart thumps for the last time as it glows golden. This is the heart of the sea.
Defeat.
One now entwined with yours. I wish I had the time to make up for my mistakes. But sadly, that is the fate of a new generation. As you guys feel the room almost plunge into this anti-gravity chamber.
Oh.
As you all lift up off the ground, and Aura, this heart thumps and thumps until it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And it hovers in front of you. A golden, cracked heart, as it seems heavily damaged. And not really by you, just in general. And you think back to history. This flashes in your brain and books you've read about what it means to kill a god, a divine being. People that do that are driven insane. They're killed by their thirst for power. Is that what this could do to you? As you see, it rushes towards you and implants itself in your chest as you are pushed back into the rest of the crew.
Ow.
And all of you fly right into Ulrika, and you guys are thrust out of the room as this entire structure begins to shake.
Uh-oh.
I believe that means it's
It's time to go.
Time.
We need to go. We need to leave.
And you see Ulrika's kind of helping this older dragon guy kind of get his footing as you guys are making a quick exit. As you see the Viker, the older dragon guy, he looked completely shocked.
He was
Bro
like,
was not
I wasn't
expecting that.
It was like I didn't know that was gonna happen.
I mean, my god kills them.
My god!
Shock Pikachu face. As you guys run, as the shaking begins to make certain fungal growths collapse, and the almost brightish, healthy color of this creature begins to finally fade. As it seems like you're running against the speed of that decay. And as you do, you guys make it all the way up a slope that you went down and back towards town. And all of the people in the village are fast asleep. What would you like to do?
Leave.
Like the whole
Okay.
hold on, the whole cave is coming down?
It seems like the entire cave is coming down.
Hey Bobert, do you know the spirit bell?
Oh yeah, I pull out, I ring it.
Start ringing it, we gotta go.
Wake up, we gotta leave! Fucking loud ass church bells starts going off because that's just what
Bobert,
it sounds.
You ring it, and you ring it like 3 times, and then you hear it immediately stop ringing on the 3rd ring.
What? Why?
You have no clue.
Oh damn.
Look up at it, what's
Alright.
going on?
But go ahead and roll me a, I guess, performance with how loud you're trying to be.
Performance.
I don't know, man. I don't make the rules.
Yes, you do. You're the DM.
Oh, wait, yes, I do.
Bitch.
You're so stinky sometimes. You know that. Okay, if this doesn't work, then I have another idea.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 6 minus 1. DM, that's a big 5 for my performance check.
Bobert, these guys are clonked out. They drink way too much.
I grab one of
Okay,
Laura's
then.
guns and I shoot in the air.
Oh, I was just gonna run to a space without away from people, and then just cast Thunderwave.
No! You're gonna hurt them!
No, like
oh, without...
I said away-
Away from
fair
people.
enough.
away from people because it has auto.
I will say
thunder 300
The
feet.
gunshot is thunderous enough
Yeah.
Okay.
as you
I,
see,
like, shoot, like, twice.
The entirety of the encampment wake up, and you guys see as Gladdock wakes up on the big dinner table, hammered down like 5 drinks. He looks around, and you see he immediately analyzes this situation that's going on, looks at you all, and you see he has this kind of like strong stare.
Yes,
And
Princess,
you
you
hear him roar into the air. As Aura, you hear, "Everyone, follow me!" As you see people are picking up their kids, picking up their belongings. You see Viker is even going into his cage, like very nonchalantly picking up some of his books. You
would.
see Ulrika pulls on his arm. "Come on, you old man." And you guys all run towards the cave where you guys had entered. And you see Gladdock splits off in the opposite direction that you guys entered. And you see there's this wall that has this sort of kind of lines of what looks like slits of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And you see he drags his pike through it, and it turns, and it lets out this arcane pulse. And as it does, you see the gills of this gigantic dragon begin opening up like hangar doors.
Has gills?
Depending on the type of dragon. Some of them are aquatic.
And you see he begins to usher people out. And when he gets to you guys last, you hear him under his breath, "What have you done?" As he makes sure you guys are pushed out and jumps out behind. As you guys fall through and land right below some sort of cave system. And as you look up and out, it looks like the sun has lined up perfectly with the cave entrance. As there is a tunnel that leads upwards that you see all of the villagers kind of look at, and they kind of halt for a second.
Right ass son.
Let us go. There's not much we can do anymore. If we die, we will die fighting. And you see a lot of the soldiers raise up their arms and roar out as you see they lead point as they all march out of the cave. When you guys exit, you are met with the jungle life once more. As you see the jungle of Uranus has all but withered. That's a bad one. Yeah.
That's not the vibe.
Has all but withered. As you see almost like a pulsating beam of light is shot up into the air. As it pulls out of the ground what you can sense, Rosalee, as divine particles. And as it all shoots into the air, it seems like it's leaving in a way. And as it does, go ahead and roll me a religion, Rosalee.
Okay. 17?
As this divine energy is almost welling throughout the jungle that's sort of decaying, you end up reaching out to it, and you feel a warmth, a recognizable warmth, as the paladin energy you're so used to is so similar. And for a second, you start to bend it. As, like arcane energy, it responds to you. It responds to all life. As you see, this divine energy, a lot of it is being lost to the air, lost to the skies, but plants, animals, all sorts of creatures seem to bend this magic around them. As soon as this forest begins to decay, you see it comes back almost threefold. As there's a chain reaction throughout the jungle, and trees begin to rapidly grow. Almost creating a new canopy, replacing so much of the damage that the corruption did in the first place. This place is welling with life. And you start to notice this entire continental spanning island of Uranus makes a lot more sense now. It was all thriving over corpse of the Queen of the Dragons. That divine energy was fueling life. And now the very last of it is being given to preserve it. And so you guys are all above ground once more. As you see, the dragons are all deliberating with each other as they're looking around for a fight immediately. But as they see no combaters, they're wondering what to do next. As Aura, you can see some of the soldiers are kind of asking Gladdock where the ops are. As they've been hiding underground for so long, for enemies searching for them at every corner. Where are their enemies in all of this beauty? As you see, townspeople and kids are kind of starting to move around the forest and look around at their surroundings, but their parents are trying to like hold them in place. And as you guys stand within the forest, you see there's almost this waving curvature of wind bellowing through the trees as you see a gigantic ship flies down into the tree line. As behind you, you see the Chimera.
It's Bobert's baby.
Hey, everybody! We've been searching for you for hours!
Oh, good job. You already found us.
Guiding the ship around. And outside the portholes, you see Celia, Ori, Malara, an interesting robot, as well as Briven.
I'm dead.
Is that a fucking metal jacket?
Is that a yellow jacket? What the hell? Or freaking
Rosalee, you immediately see, like, it's like seeing a ghost in the window. It's in your room, too.
Oh my god! Pulls out her hand, starts up a firebolt.
no, don't hit the ship.
Oh, don't worry, I built this one. You hear Briven say in a
Did he have a
Western
southern
accent?
Oh,
Southern
wait.
accent.
Did he always have a
I
western?
say, maybe.
You're the one that spent the most time with him.
I wasn't listening to him.
Literally.
Simply enough.
And you guys see as your ship lands ahead of you and the dragon can all like turn to attack mode, surrounding most of the seemingly a little bit less powerful civilians that are protecting their people. And you see Celia goes, "Who are all these guys?"
They were living underground for a really long time. Dragonkin.
Like mole people?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, dragon.
Dragon, these nuts.
Celia, I'm putting you in timeout.
Don't say
wait.
that.
You're
No,
not
it's
hanging
too
out with
late.
Brevin
Go in your
anymore.
corner.
You're not her, Celia. You're not her.
It's too late. Go in the corner. 5
And you
minutes.
see Celia's ears go down and she kind of pokes back in. Well, for timeout.
You want to make it 10?
No, Captain.
Aye, aye.
She'll turn towards Aura and then look towards the Dragonkin. Do you think we should take him with us?
There's enough room on the ship.
I don't think we have the space.
Well, that being said, the
Leave
island
'em.
should be safe enough for people to return.
Should be.
Yeah, it seems like people's are already returning. That big beam of light was a big enough beacon.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, we saw a ship not far off.
Fine.
And she'll look towards again the bigger group and kind of walk over to who we know as the de facto leader.
Yeah. You see Gladdock immediately gives off a sort of growl as you walk up. What do you want?
I just want to say I'm sorry.
Sorries will not protect my people.
Your fear wasn't
They
protecting
lived
me
off
either.
of stories, off of tales, of the hells we have been through. But they don't know what it's like in person. All who've experienced that are dead now. All except for me.
Then you did them more harm than good keeping them underground.
You see, he immediately, almost like his eyes are lit on fire, looks back at you as smoke exits his nose, and he stomps over. You know nothing. We have been in hiding to save our kind from extinction. All the while, none of you else did anything. While we were hunted down by the iron fists of a god.
No one knew you existed.
And I would have liked to keep it that way.
And your people would have perished and died in obscurity. Within the body of a dragon, controlled by the Fae. Would you rather have that on your hands?
Why do you speak of the Fae?
That is what has been corrupting this island. Driving the people up here mad. Causing that sickness. That is what was trying to get a hold of your safe haven down below. But you ignored the call. You forsaken her.
And you see Viker kind of walk up behind him and place his hand on his back. We ignored her pleas.
You refused to listen. And now outsiders had to do the jobs that you were supposed to do.
Do not be mad at them, Gladdock. I may have lost a few of my, how do you say, marbles, but she wanted this. And you see Gladdock kind of looks at him in anger for a second, and then looks at Viker's face, and you see he has the face of a very, very remorseful, almost like a soft understanding of loss. And Gladdock looks at him in the eyes. If this is what Cathra wanted, then it is what we must deal with. I am sorry for taking it out on you. Thank you for fulfilling her wishes. As you see, Gladdock kind of gives a sort of bowing nod to you, Aura. Were you given any sort of instruction, any direction on your brother that you were searching for?
But he's safe.
And you see Viker kind of looks over to you. He said he was safe, but he is still within the clutches of the Fae. I suppose this will help you deal with that. As you see, he kind of reaches up his bone cane and taps you on the chest. and you see Ryan and Brivin and Malara disembark on the ship as you see a large walking path extends from it. Oh, yeah, you talking about Kona? We got him out. Or they did. I was flying around. You should have seen it. It was badass. I am the best pilot ever. He's just inside in the captain's quarters. Yeah, he's pretty out of it.
Dora is sprinting.
You see Malara.
Rosalee follows.
Yes, he looks like he was taken by some sort of tall, obviously Fae-like creature.
And she'll...
And you go on brush paths.
Yeah, she kind of like walks, and when Malara says that he was taken and that she had mentioned that it's a Fae-like creature, she again stops and looks towards them. And then looks towards Celia more specifically.
Celia's in timeout.
Oh yeah, Celia's in timeout. Shit. Damn. I did put her in timeout. Oh well, she deserved it. Anyway, back to the captain's quarters.
You know she's literally just in her quarters that you're going to pass by when you enter the ship.
Fair enough.
For 5 whole minutes. How sad.
You see she's just fist on hand, sitting
like leaning against the wall.
On a stool, leaning on a barrel. Oh, welcome aboard.
You encountered a Fae?
And Aura just shoots by. What did you say?
To Celia whenever she walks by. You encountered one?
Encountered one what?
A Fae creature.
No, yeah, like tons. One in specific wasn't exactly my favorite. As you see, she's still like cut up and like has bruises and has a bunch of wrappings around her. They all have some sort of thing other than, you know, the weird ass fucking. You saw a goddamn metal jacket in your room.
Anyway, 5 points of lay on hands for Celia.
Thanks. She was so uncomfortably weird.
How so?
Yeah, constantly saying she wanted to wear skin. It kind of gets to you eventually.
It wasn't one of the ones that we encountered in the mines?
It's one I've seen before. Though she looked different at first. That Fae that was back in Leaseball. Before, you know, all that.
One that I was for?
The one that took your body. Seems like she thought you would be there too. Kind of disappointed that we were there, I guess. And then we fucking kicked her ass. And
Rosalee's face kind of goes from one of fear and worry, and then kind of like sudden realization and relief, and she hugs Celia.
Oh, okay. Does this mean I'm not on timeout anymore?
You still have 3 minutes. If you face her, I'm glad you're alive.
Yeah. Was I gonna die again? Oh wow, I could have died again.
Rosalee kind of like rolls her eyes a little bit, and hugs her tightly again, and then heads off to the captain's quarters.
She hugs you back. See, there's almost a sense of word shaking there for a sec. That's muted again. And you head off. And Aura, as you enter the captain's quarters, you see Kona is there, laying on your bed. Looks like he's fairly well tucked in as well. But he's just staring at the ceiling, mouth agape, saying nothing. What would you like to do?
Walk up and see if he responds to her being there at all.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Or an insight. They're both the same stat, I think.
29.
Wow.
Aura, as you walk up and stare deeply at Kona, you see the face of your brother now more malnourished than ever. He looks so weakened. And as you see that, you feel a sense that goes through you, a magical sense. As you can feel, there's almost something like an inner war going on within him. Some sort of battle to stay alive. Something so heavy that he can't even sense, that he can't even speak. And he is in so much pain as you see his eyes almost tremble as you meet them. You feel your heart beat stronger. What would you like to do?
I wish I knew how any of this works. She'll put his face in her hands and touch her forehead to his. Just to see if she can... Ooh.
Go ahead and roll me in nature.
Nature, okay. 17.
With advantage.
With advantage. 17.
Lovely. Aura, as you touch his face and your heads meet, you feel your heart beat louder and stronger in a more rhythmic way. And something in the back of your mind feels almost like a spell as you let your heart run its course. And as it beats, you feel a warm heat building within you. As you feel a tingle run up your horns, and almost like a loud zapping sound when your foreheads meet, there's a spark, a flame, but not hot, simply warm, as from your heart spouts out a flame that engulfs Kona. And you see almost a layer of that sickness, of that malnourishment, of that weak body seems to burn, and almost like embers float off. As Rosalee, you walk into the captain's quarters and see this flicker of light as you see running down Aura's tail and up Aura's horns, there's this deep orange glow that's sparking flame, and it has engulfed Kona, and for a second you're like, holy shit, Kona's dead. But you see it's almost like a healing light as you see his weaknesses in his body's deterioration is finally reversing. And as you see that demonic connection that you felt within him, with your divine sniffer, lifts, and he's no longer held and tethered by some sort of curse. Somehow Aura lifted whatever demonic curse was over Kona. And as the flame subsides over his skin, you see his eyes open quickly. And he jumps up. Where am I? And he looks at you, Aura, and he kind of sees the weird arcane change in you as it dies out. And Rosalee, you see Aura returns to normal. Aura, is that you?
Or smacks him across the face.
Oh, I thought it was
she
long.
Pulls him in tight.
I didn't think it was that long.
If you ever make a deal like that again,
I will be the one to kill you.
Got it. As you see,
And she cries
he
into his
holds
shoulder.
back. There's more I need to tell you. I don't know how important it is now. I don't even feel his presence anymore. But that Fae, she wanted that connection somehow. And as soon as he seems to continue talking, it's abruptly cut off by the loud sound of a roar. And as you hear that roar echo throughout the jungle, it runs through the ship as well. And as it does, Rosalee, kind of give a nod to Aura and run off to the edge of the ship to see what the commotion is. And the rest of the crew, you guys are hanging with the dragonkin that are out, as well as the B team that went and destroyed the Blight Bolt. And as you guys are all chattering about what has happened to you all separately, you see out of the woods, there's someone watching Yeshua as you notice movement in the brush.
What's all that movement back there?
What's going on over there?
As you can hear some sort of loud clicking noises. To your ears, they're loud at least.
Clicker as in zombie, or clicker as in taking a picture?
Clicker as in cocking a gun.
Oh.
Ah.
It's web season.
We're safe from zombie.
What would you like to do?
What would I like to do in response to the clicking?
Mm-hmm.
I'll stand there.
Flintlock. Of course you do. Of course you do.
That's insane.
He would.
Of course
This
you
motherfucker
would.
would.
Wait, yeah, I'm gonna stand there.
Okay.
Do we all hear it?
I think just him because of his passive perception.
Oh no.
As that happens, Yeshua, you see out of the brush, there's a click and then a foom. And as that foom goes off, you see a large canister flies and drops in between you and the dragons. I'm gonna have you roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Thank goodness it's Yeshua.
Oh, it's all of you.
Oh,
No!
You can thank Yeshua.
yeah.
Oh
Thanks,
my
Yash.
god. No.
I got a
Wait,
9.
does a 13?
Nope.
Wait, can I lucky footwork?
No.
No. Oh my god.
You don't deserve it.
No! I'm sorry, Yeshua. It was nice knowing
Oh my
you.
god.
Yeah, you can lucky footwork, you fucking mug.
Anyways, I got a 16 plus 2, an 18.
That just passes.
I got a 9.
That does not pass.
Yep.
Oh, well, no, Rosalee, you don't have to roll. I forgot
sick.
you are up on the ship.
Yippee!
They're on the boat.
Okay, does a 16 save me?
A 16 does not.
Oh my god. Okay.
Fucking deserved.
Yeah, you deserve that.
You get what you fucking
And-
deserve.
No, not the Joker quote.
Erin, are you still there?
You wait.
Alright, I roll for you.
Can I roll for him?
Sure.
Yippee! I'll use my
I feel
green
like it'd
one.
be. I feel like
Base
it'd be
roll. Base roll was 16
insane.
plus whatever their dex, whatever. I don't know what it is.
I'm checking.
I got. Hold on. It's 60.
It's 16.
I failed you.
And everyone who fails, you all, unless you have resistance to it, I forgot. Yeshua, Do you have any resistance to magical sleep?
Let me think about that.
Oh, then Aaron wouldn't be
No.
affected.
It's a stat that you would have.
No, wait for sleep.
Mm-hmm.
No, you do not.
No.
Yeshua,
Aaron
you
would have it though.
immediately inhale some sort of gas that has this like crystalline shine to it. It's this weird blue gas that shimmers in the air, and it's really pretty and really nice. And oh, everything's black, and you collapse.
Good night.
Aaron actually, I
Yeah.
believe, has resistance. I
Because
don't
they're
know if it's
half elf.
immunity. Yeah.
I think it's they're immune to it.
Oh, immune to magical sleep.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah. Aaron's perfectly fine.
Oh. Standing
And
there.
so are the other two. As you guys cover your mouths very quickly, and Bobert,
Yep.
it instantly hits to you that this you recognize.
Is it pink?
What? Oh, no.
Oh.
This is a bluish, kind of a shimmery crystalline fog.
Cool.
And as you look down at the cylindrical tube that this gas is coming out of, you see the insignia of an anchor and waves. Bobber, you remember some Navy tactics.
Oh shit! I throw it back. I throw it back. I throw it back. I throw it back. Throw the grenade
Throw it
back.
back. Throw it back.
Throw it back.
The grenade.
A grenade.
I mean,
Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Why do you hate me?
I'm sorry, man. That's just what these would be.
No athletics.
Okay, go ahead and roll athletics. I know that's your thing.
Okay,
That's
I
his
got
favorite.
11.
It's a
I got
football.
a football. 11 plus 6 is 17.
Oh, hell yeah. Bobber, you toss that shit back. And you see people like jump out of the brush immediately as it's thrown in their vicinity. And you see some conk out, but some, specifically two, push their way out of the smoke. As you guys, after so long, recognize a large Goliath captain.
Oh, this fucker.
A guy who introduced himself as Captain Griffall, as well as what looks like his now first mate, Evelyn Whispermouse.
What?
And we are going to leave our session there for tonight.
That's crazy.
I didn't want to see her again right now.
Not good.
I was
No, it's
hoping
good.
maybe later, but not right now.
Crazy.
As Rosalee, you see your sister with this big branching scar going down her face. And she looks pissed.
I just want to say
Next time on Seaworthy.
I just want to say I didn't cause that. That was not me.
Man.
Half the things I do was not my fault.
Man.
Man.
I can't believe the Navy's here.
How can you not believe the Navy is here? Half the time, Navy is always here.
I didn't want to believe it. You know.
Tree said that the Navy would respond if he wasn't.
That's
giving
true.
Word.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna have to kill my sister.
First my mom, now my sister.
Damn. At least my
Anyways.
brother won't get killed because he doesn't do shit.
It's just a little fucking deadbeat. Sorry, not you, Angela.
No, you're right. Just a
No, no, no,
deadbeat
no, no,
college
no.
student.
No.
I'm talking about Rosalee's brother.
It's so
He's
funny.
The little Reddit basement dweller.
He is literally a basement dweller.
Oh, we don't. The only reason why I'm not a basement dweller is because we don't have a basement.
It's so funny funny.
controller technically, because Bobert is in the basement.
It's so funny considering that we have made mention of Elijah before, but like none of the crew has actually ever met him.
He does not need to be met.
He's always around, but he's never actually there.
So good.